Hey defenders, welcome back to our channel. So right now what we are going to see is a very similar attack. Right now we are in challenge 7. Let us see what this particular challenge holds, holds as a particular attack vector. Let's understand a little more. Let's read about the particular challenge. It says, Vinod Senthil cannot get frustrated as the struggles through different paths has led to this place. He will find the answer when he entangles the vines and with the bare hands. Okay, I really didn't understand the story, but yeah, I can understand there is a image file, because I say it is an image file just by looking at the extension, nothing else. So I click on this. There is a file that's got downloaded. I download this file. When I download this file, all I see is an image which says Make in India. Okay, so I have downloaded a file which is a PNG file, which means it's an image file, and I double clicked, it opened the image. So there is nothing suspicious about the whole thing, right? But where do you think is the password that's stored? Let me look at the various portion of the image. Okay, let me tell you one small trick. Most of the times, whenever you see an image, right, and if there is a steganography principle applied to it as a technique, you may want to see the 4 corners of the image. If you look at these 4 corners of the image, if there is some kind of a distraction, that already is a key indicator that there may be some kind of a text or a payload that's injected. Let's see this. Do you see in this corner there's a small dark line there, right? Which means that, see, this image comprises of pixels. Every pixel comprises of a RGB component, red, green, blue component, right? So when we store data inside this pixels, this particular data set which is holding RGB values, we are changing that, and hence it becomes black, right? Hence it becomes a non-existent pixel, so it becomes black. Likewise, this is a technique I often used. It's not something that usually documented, but this is out of experience I'm saying that, and I have seen this over and over again, that anything that is having employed for an attack has this. Now let me do this. I will use the same tool, online mind checker. Yeah, this was the tool I think we used. Yeah, so let me select the file. The file name is some PNG, right? Yeah, is.png. Now let's say this. It is clearly saying it is an image file, which is a PNG file, right? Okay, there's nothing suspicious about it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to open Notepad. Notepad, as you're all aware, it is a pretty straightforward text editor. And I'm just dragging this data out here and dropping this PNG file, which is an image file, into a Notepad, which is a text viewer. Image now in a text viewer, it's not an image viewer, right? So let me drop it. Look, when I drop it, please pay attention. The header or the magic number clearly tells that the first 4 bits clearly tell that it's a PNG file, right? So this is nothing suspicious. But look at the size of this, it's pretty long. I'm going all the way to see if there's something in the end of the file like what we saw previously. Oh, wow. This is all we have, right? But is there anything suspicious that you're able to identify from this? Please pay attention there. Is there anything suspicious that we are able to identify from here? Yes, I do see something. I give you a second to explore if you are able to see what I saw. Please have a look at this. Okay, so if you pay attention, there is something called password.txt. It's available as a payload in this particular file, right? And not just that, there is also another indicator here. Right? What is that indicator? It clearly indicates us it is a RAR file inside the file. It's a PNG file, and we did check the header, and it says it's a PNG file, image file. But now we are heading to it saying it's a RAR file, and that RAR file contains password.txt. I am sure this is a little confusing for you all. Let me repeat. You just downloaded a file which is an image file, and we check the header, we check the file type, everything. It is an image file. But analyzing the image file a little deeper, looking at the payload, it says that there is a file called password.txt. And let me say, it is just not there. It says there is a RAR file also there, right? So my assumption is there is a RAR file inside which there is a password.txt file. Okay, so I'm closing this. Right, now let us open that. Okay. Instead of PNG file, I'm saying RAR. Do I have a... Yes, I have WinRAR in my system. Let me open WinRAR for opening this. Okay, look at this. Look at this. How sweet is that? It is an image file. When I change it to a RAR, it is a RAR file. There, see, in the previous case, we saw there was an image, and the bottom of the image there was a text data appended. Here it is not like that. There is an image file, there is a RAR file. Together it is a file which is opening on image viewer, and this one is opening on WinRAR, which means there is something called byte addition that is done, right? We will see about that little later. But when you copy files on MS-DOS, there is a parameter that you can add called /b, /small b. When you use the copy command, you can actually copy, but they call it byte-wise copy, right? We'll see about that little later. But yeah, here you can see password.txt is available, and it says this is the password. How sweet is that, right? Let's try this. This is excellent. is.png, then RAR file. Inside RAR file, there was a encrypted, right? So inside this RAR file, there was a text file which had password directly. I hope you did understand this. So let me quickly re-summarize. There was a image file, and looking at the headers, we understood it's not just an image file. It was an image file. Looking at the payload, we found that there is a RAR file inside. So we tried renaming the PNG to a RAR. We found that it is opening in an image viewer and also opening in a RAR file, right? Uncompression or compression tool. And inside the RAR file, we found the TXT file where it had the password straight away. So that's how we cleared this particular challenge. This particular challenge actually helps us to understand how two files can be merged together, right? Meaning, this is exactly what attackers use to when they try to infect you with some kind of a Trojan, backdoor, command and control, botnet servers, and so on, right? So what they do, they give you a exe file merged into a PNG file, right? But when you execute, it does get executed the same way it did right now, right? So I hope you all had something learned from this. In case you think this will be of help to someone else, please consider sharing and subscribing. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech insights on cybersecurity.